All right, so we're going to do something that I've gotten a few questions about. So we're going to load in some data from other sources. So I know you guys have been having a little trouble with that. So we know how to open up Stata's proprietary data format, DTA. We use the use command, but we can actually go down to import from the file menu, and we see all these other sources. You might notice that it's got SPSS, SAS in here, and we know these are also proprietary. So last I checked, you need to actually have SPSS or SAS installed on your computer for these to work. That might have changed, I'm not sure. But at the moment, I believe that they are proprietary. So, all right, so let's open up a spreadsheet. All right. So I have opened up a spreadsheet using the browse command, and notice that it's got some other options. I could choose cell range if I want. I could choose whatever worksheet I wanted, and it's also got import first row as variable names. You can see here that I do have my first row is variable names, so I do want to click on this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to click OK. And it's working, it's thinking, and boom. These variable names aren't the best, but it'll work. I'm actually, for this example, I'm going to actually drop a lot of these. Okay, and I'm actually going to I'm actually going to do this just so I can graph this. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is I want to make a line graph, and I'd like my y variable to be this b, which is, by the way, it's beta. We're actually graphing coefficients as they may change over time. So that's kind of what we're doing with this graph. So that's kind of neat. And we're going to make this a thing. This is just our time variable. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so this made our graph, and so what we can do is we can just go hit the save button here, and we could call this whatever you want and then click save. So that's really all there is to it. I'm just going to click on my desktop and then hit save. Okay. So notice that if we wanted to use this in a do file, we could just do it this way. We could just say graph save. This part is actually optional. It's just naming the graph. We actually don't even have to do that because that's naming it for Stata's purposes. And the name of the actual file that gets saved is called graph. But that may not be what we want. Okay, so what it's doing is it's actually saving this in a graph format. So if I wanted to save this as a PNG, well, let me go back to the graph. I could say, well, let's save as, and then let's go to PNG. Okay, so let's save the graph as PNG. Okay, and we'll see how this looks. Okay, it says graph export, and it's got the PNG extension. It says as PNG here at the end, and again it says name graph. Again, we don't really have to do that. That's this is here for some other purposes, in case we wanted to combine some graphs and things like that. We really don't need to do that here. So this part is actually optional. If you wanted to keep this in your in a do file and run this, you actually don't need this part. Okay. All right. So that'll be it for this video. So tomorrow I'm going to go over a few more things and hopefully help answer some of the questions that I've gotten by email. If you do have any questions, feel free to just stop by the office hours, and if you want to shoot me an email, that's fine too, and I can do a little video here for anything you're having trouble with. All right, so thanks for everyone.